Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Will Rogers Memorial Complex. Brian McNamee, EQN Sports. I am at the National Cutting Horse Association's National Circuit Championships. I have our Unlimited Amateur Champion, Miss Wendy Claus, with me today. Wendy, thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
What a day.
What a day is right.
You were first out.
Yes. That's the longest we've ever had to wait for a result, and it was worth every minute.
Oh, man. So we had 2 sets in our Unlimited Amateur Finals. I can't imagine how stressful that was.
Well, it was very dramatic, which is fun. It was probably a lot more difficult for my husband, Scott, because he's my biggest cheerleader. But for me, I don't know. I was just tickled the whole time, and especially tickled when the last horse finished their run.
That was exciting. Like, I can't imagine sitting there going through. You were a 2:18. I think the closest to you was like a point and a half, maybe 2 points.
I honestly don't know.
It was close.
Okay.
It was very close.
Okay.
I do know that. So you're riding Huntin Time Lucy.
Yes.
You and Scott actually both show that horse some.
Yes, we do. I've only shown her about 8 times in my life. We've owned her. She's 9 now. We bought her when she was 5. Scott, she's always been Scott's horse. And as we approach this show, the horse that I typically show, her name is Cat's Royal Blue, is in the breeding barn, and she actually has an embryo in her right now. So she was not invited to get on the trailer and come here for this show. And I asked Scott if I could borrow his mare, and he graciously allowed me. So, but I have shown her a handful of times before and just love her.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you have? What do you have your other horse bred to?
She is bred to Araby and Roasting. Right now, it's Linda Holmes's really cool stud that Kenny Platt shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she'll have 2 babies in 2026, and we can't wait for that.
Nice. So Huntin Time Lucy by Huntin Time, kind of a lesser known.
Yes.
Stallion. He's a by one-time Pepto out of a highbrow cat mare.
Yes. Yep.
So, what did you tell? Now he's a gelding?
He is a gelding now, but he's actually had some really cool babies. Dolly Martin showed him for quite a while with a great deal of success. In fact, Dolly is one of Huntin Time Lucy's greatest fans because she owns the dad. Monty Button also is showing a Huntin Time gelding here at the Super Stakes, and
Okay.
he's a super cool horse as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about your run. Let's just go ahead and walk. Let's watch it right now. What do you say?
Okay.
Thank you, Chris. So, riding in, who's your herd help? Who do you have helping you?
I have Ruben Mageno and Scott Raftery, who are just phenomenal and so calming to me. And our plan was just really to get up out of the pocket there, so that we're in the middle. We liked this spotted cow right from the settle, and then my mare let me set her up pretty nice there, and things just kind of fell into place.
So, first out on them, kind of have your pick of them.
Yes.
Obviously, you sit and watch them too.
I do. Today I did something a little different since I was first. I just stayed on the mare and kept her walking and would look over my shoulder as Todd Adolph, who you see there on the left. He's the one that we came with, Todd and Kim Adolph. It's Team Adolph down at this show, and I'm just so grateful to both of them and to all of their input and advice. But you can see Todd kind of helping me. This was my trickiest cut, because these two might have wanted to marry, but then it kind of just worked out, and I was able to throw down.
Boy, she's so quiet right there.
Yeah.
Very deliberate.
She's,
And then you turn her loose.
yes, I turn her loose, and she's very quick, and that's one thing with her. She's a little more quick than the mare I typically show. That mare is probably more of a power and strength player, and this one is a quick-footed player.
Awesome. So, how you feeling after 2 right there?
I can't even explain the amount of calm and euphoria I feel when I'm in there. I just love every minute. I don't have the sensation of nerves pretty much ever when I cut, because it's my favorite thing to do. So this cow set up for us really nice, and I have to thank Scott Raftery because he was instrumental on that chip.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Les is over there on the other side. Is that who that is?
No, that's not Les. That's Timmy Castellat.
Oh, it is Tim.
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw the black vest.
Yeah.
Black vest, black hat.
I do use Les a lot, and he's amazing as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Lucius Clay. Can't go wrong when
Yes,
he's out there
right?
swinging for
I
you.
know. Exactly.
So, No, you said one thing right there, that you don't really feel the nerves, and pressure is felt when there's lack of preparation.
Yeah.
So obviously you're very prepared. You feel prepared coming into this. What do you do at home?
So interestingly, Scott and I do not work our horses on cows or flags in between shows. We do a lot of conditioning, long trotting, jogging, quiet circles, trail rides, but we keep our mares completely out of a pressure situation, just make sure they're really happy. So that means it's extra mental preparation on our part, because we're not out there working a flag or working cows. So we study an awful lot of tapes. I'm a real fanatic about only looking at your successful runs. Forget about the runs that didn't go well, and just really focus always on the positive. I'm a fanatic about that.
Figure it out, fix it, and forget it.
Yep. Absolutely.
So you talked about happy horses. That's
Yes.
obviously happy horses cut good.
Yes.
And you guys kind of took a break for a minute.
We did.
So I remember seeing you quite a bit at the California shows, and like you guys were hitting the road.
Oh, we went everywhere. For 2 years, we hauled for the World Finals, and Scott and I were both fortunate enough to qualify. And then the first year we came to the World Show, I won the World Show on my other mare, the Cat's Royal Blue. So just have had a lot of great luck in this pen and in Fort Worth, and we always can't wait to come back. But we did really want to have respect for the animals. We'd hauled them to so many shows for those first 2 years that we thought the best favor we could do for them is give them a lot of time hanging out in the paddock, scratching each other and rolling around in the dirt. So that's what we did. We're big believers in happy horses.
Well, and that's the cool thing about this circuit program is you can allow your horses to have that time to recuperate. You just got to get qualified.
Absolutely.
Make your top 10.
I can tell you we will be back, because it was less taxing on us as well, because Scott is a full-time jobber, and somebody's got to pay for this operation.
He's out there moonlighting as a singer and dancer.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But yeah, we really appreciate the ability to qualify for something as cool as this without wearing our horses down and wearing ourselves down.
Well, and there's a great reward at the end of it. Great paychecks.
Yeah.
Custom Jeff Smith saddles from
Yeah.
Norris Cattle Company. The buckles. Big thank you to Kubota for all they've done for the shows here as well.
For sure.
What an awesome deal. Well, on behalf of Ms. Wendy Claus, our Unlimited Amateur Champion, congratulations. I am Brian McNamee. Keep it right here on EQN Sports, your source for horse sports. Drew Stu will also be bringing you the action from the NRCHA Cinch Stallion Stakes out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll be back with the champion of our 25 Novice Non-Pro in just a little bit.